camera will be on us. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Okay.
You want to go, people?
You're leading the service?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Welcome to anybody who's watching us via the live stream.
Hello, Peter. I always get a hard time if I don't say hello.
I'm sorry we don't have Doven and Dine this month. There's a few things changing with first Fridays of the month coming up, but more on that another time. So we're going to start the service this evening with Oziva Zimrat Yah on page 647. Oziva Zimrat Yah Vayahi Lishua. 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 All right. Welcome to country.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, acknowledgement of country.
I'll do that. We meet tonight on Wajak Buja, traditional land of the Wajak Noongar people. Like us, Wajak Noongar people cherish and maintain traditional and evolving connections to their land and language and culture. Like us, they value family and community and spiritual relationships and obligations. Like us, Wajak Noongar people have great respect for those who hold and teach traditional knowledge. We acknowledge their history and their ongoing contribution to the richness of Australian life and pay our respects to Wajak Noongar elders past and present.
All right. Gives me pleasure this evening to invite Mike and Marina up to light our Shabbat candles in honour of their 31st wedding anniversary, which was yesterday. So, Mazel Tov.
Mazel Tov.
Please rise.
Are we still doing that one too?
Yes.
We like that one too?
Do that one. You do that one first.
Yeah.
Actually, bring it over. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it used to be here.
No, what happened was it was moved because of the Chanukiot.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yes,
makes
of
sense for
course.
them.
I saw that.
Baruch El Hanel Melech Halam, Asher Kishana Bimitzvah Tzvanu, the Halik Shor Shabbat. Amen.
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 Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Feel free to greet someone around you. Don't know if we're allowed to snog on the beamer or not.
No, I guess not.
All right.
So,
Go
192.
back to what?
Okay.
Okay.
I can try leading it. See how it goes.
Maybe we'll just read the first one.
This is nice.
Yeah, it is. It is. Shabbat Shalom to everyone online.
Now, Chevre, can we...
That's all right. Okay. All right. I just thought.
Excellent.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindled light. Please join us on page 125 at the top of the page. I begin with a prayer of gratitude for all that is holy in my life. God needs no words, no English or Hebrew, no semantics and no services, but I need them. Through prayer, I can sense my inner strength, my inner purpose, my inner joy, my capacity to love. As I reach upward in prayer, I sense these qualities in my Creator. To love God is to love each other, to work to make our lives better. To love God is to love the world God created and to work to perfect it. To love God is to love dreams of peace and joy that illumine all of us and to bring that vision to life. And on the next page. Maya Fe Hayom Shabbat Shalom Maya Fe Hayom. Am I too low? Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shabbat Shalom Shabbat Shalom Maya Fe Hayom Shabbat Shalom
Shabbat Shalom
Maya Fe Hayom Shabbat Shalom. It's better when we do the choral stuff and we've got accompaniment, just saying. All right.
We need things to keep us on the straight and narrow, right?
Yeah. On page 127, there are days when we seek things for ourselves and measure failure by what we do not gain. On Shabbat, we seek not to acquire, but to share. There are days when we exploit nature as if it were a horn of plenty that can never be exhausted. On Shabbat, we stand in wonder before the mystery of creation. There are days when we act as if we cared nothing for the rights of others. On Shabbat, we remember that justice is our duty and a better world our goal. So we embrace Shabbat, day of rest, day of wonder, day of peace. And on the next page. Dodili vani lo haroe bashoshanim dodili mizotola min hamidbar mizotola min hamidbar dodili vani lo haroe bashoshanim dodili mikuteret mo morulevona the dodili vanilo aroe bashoshanim dodili livatini achoti chala livatini achoti chala dodili vanilo haroe ashoshanim dodili urizafon uvoiteman urizafon uvoiteman dodili vanilo haroe those of you who don't come to Dove and Dine, that's a favourite at Dove and Dine. Which may explain why some people know it better than other people. All right. Together on page 134. Zamru Adonai Bekino, Bekino Bekol Zimra, Bechotzorot Bekol Shofar, Hariu Lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Yiram Hayam Umlalo, Tevel Veyoshveva, Neharot Yimchaucha, Yachad Harim Yeranenu, Lifnei Adonai Kiva, Kiva Lishpot Haaretz, Yishpot Tevel Betzedek, Ve'amim B'mei Sharim, Yiram Hayam Umlalo, Tevel Veyoshveva, Neharot Yimchaucha, Yachad Harim Yeranenu. On page 138, please join us in Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Shamo v'zakor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'chlit tefillah. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi makor habracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'ramach tchila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Hitoreri, Ki va'orek umiori, Uri shidaberi, Kevod Adonai alayik nigla. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam b'simcha uv'zola, Tok emune am segula, Boi chala. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat Nekabela. Please join me in the English on
Please
page
be seated.
100 and... Oh yes, please have a seat.
Please
Yep.
be seated.
For the first paragraph at the bottom of the page 140. A psalm, a song for Shabbat. It is good to praise God, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a 10-string harp, with voice and lyre together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, O God. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Eternal One! How very subtle your designs! A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this. Tzadika tama yifrach, ke'erez balvanon iske, Bevet Adonai, b'chatzrot Eloheinu, yafriku, od yenuvun b'seva, deshenim v'rananim yiyu lahagim, ki yashar Adonai v'lo avlatabo. And on the next page, welcoming the angels of Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bom bom. Bachuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bom, bom.
I always imagine these as two angels sitting on your shoulders, and they're meant to be a good angel and an evil angel, and it's the balance that you have to strike. But to me, I like the idea that they're just sitting on your shoulders, they're looking after you, and then when the song is done, you wish them to go out and do good things in the world. Seitchem l'shalom, go out. That's, I don't think that's I think it's a fairly heterodox view, but that's how I seem to like to see it.
All right, we'll bring the Kabbalat Shabbat part of the service to an end by embarking into the Kaddish.
Kaddish, please be
Yes.
standing.
Chatzi Kaddish.
Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash merava, Amad yimrach yurtzei v'yamlich malchutzei, v'chayekonu v'yom echad, ufkayei b'kol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, u'mizman karib, ve'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabba Movorach, le'olam le'olmaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'al, yitromam, v'yitnatzeh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shnei kudsha brichu, le'elam yimkor v'chata v'shirata, tu Please be seated.
We don't normally sit at this point.
Don't we can't?
No, okay. You will get theme and variations on an evening service tonight. On page 149, this is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Ahavat olam,
Hashem Israel, Ota.
Hang on, no, you're not in the right words, sweetheart.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ahavta. Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadata. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, B'shofeinu u'b'kumeinu, Nasiach b'chukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'b'mitzvotecha, Le'olam va'ed. Ki hem Chayenu, ve'orek yameinu, uvehem nezgeh yomam v'layla. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Please rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kavod, Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Va'ed. Please feel free to have a seat. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'kol lavavka ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשבתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך Uktavtam al mizuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Leman tizkaru vasitem et kol mitzvotai veitem kedoshim Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim lihyot lachem leElohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem emet. On page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens to declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when nations will be one at peace. We should rejoice as Israel did,
singing on the shores of the sea. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, nora tehilo osef ele, nora tehilot osef ele. Malkutecha ra'u vanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe. Zeli, zeli, anu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Thus it is said, God redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Blessed are you, Eternal One, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. And on page 161, give us a place to rest, Eternal our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Blessed are you, Eternal One, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael, va'al Yerushalayim. So we're about to embark on the Amidah. We are going to be a little heterodox, as we usually are. So we will be chanting the first three as usual, but then it won't be silent because we'll be reading some of the other things and we may throw in another sung bit in the middle. So start in the usual fashion and then just follow our lead. Thank you. Please rise.
Adonai, sevataticahu fia, yitehilatecha.
Adonai, sevataticahu fia, yitehilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Eloheinu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov.
Melech Ozer Mashiach U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Bezras Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mekayeh Hakol Atah L'Hoshia. Mashih HaRuach U'Morid HaGeshem, Mazriach HaShemesh U'Morid HaTal. Mechayeh Hayim B'Chesed, Mechayeh HaKol B'Rachamim Rabim. Somech Noflim V'Rofeh Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, U'Mkayem Emunato V'Shenei Afar. V'Chamocha Ba'al Gevurot, U'Midom Melach, Melech Melit U'Mkayeh, U'Matzmiach Yeshua. V'ne'eman atah l'hayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol.
Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yehalalu b'selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. 7:1. Previous page. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, "How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it." Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Disturb us, O God. Ruffle us from our complacency. Make us dissatisfied with the peace of ignorance, the quietude which arises from a shunning of the horror, the defeat, the bitterness and the poverty, physical and spiritual, of humans. Shock us, O God. Deny to us the false Shabbat, which gives us the delusions of satisfaction amid a world of war and hatred. Wake us, O God, and shake us from the sweet and sad poignancies rendered by half-forgotten melodies and rubric prayers of yesteryears. Make us know that the border of the sanctuary is not the border of living, and the walls of your temples are not shelters from the winds of truth, justice, and reality. Disturb us, O God, and vex us. Let not your Shabbat be a day of torpor and slumber. Let it be a time to be stirred and spurred to action. Baruch atah Adonai, Makadesh HaShabbat. Retzei, Retzei, Retzei Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amka Yisrael, U'tefilatam, Be'ahava tekabel, U'tehi l'ratzon tamid, Avodat Yisrael Amecha, El Karov Lekol Korav, Pnei El Avadecha V'chonenu, Shefoch Ruchacha Aleinu, V'tekazena Einenu, Einenu B'shuvacha, Letzion barachamim. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamakazir Shechinato, Shechinato Letzion. We acknowledge with thanks that you are our eternal God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favours at every time of day, evening, morning and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha ne'el lohodot. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom. We take a few moments for silent prayer. Feel free to take a seat.
Ose shalom bimromav, uyase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yahase shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yahase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yahase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yahase shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Right. Just for once, Jeffrey Gordon gets the evening off when I'm doing a service. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. At the start of this week's section of Parsha Vayigash, based on the triennial readings, Jacob and his household arrive in Egypt with their flocks and herds, and they meet Joseph in the region of Goshen. We read the following. Then Joseph said to his brothers and to his father's household, I will go up and tell the news to Pharaoh and say to him, my brothers and my father's household, who were in the land of Canaan, have come to me. They happen to be shepherds. They have always been breeders of livestock, and they have brought with them their flocks and herds and all that is theirs. So when Pharaoh summons you and asks, what is your occupation? You shall answer, your servants have been breeders of livestock from the start until now, both we and our fathers, so that you may stay in the region of Goshen, for all shepherds are abhorrent to Egyptians. Nothing further is written which explains this statement. What is going on here? I turned to Rav Google for more input. Several Jewish commentators and scholars in the Middle Ages, including Rashi, thought it was because the Egyptians were vegetarians. This theory was largely based on Egypt's pantheon of gods, some of which resembled livestock. However, archaeological evidence has shown that many Egyptians did eat meat. So, was the problem Egyptian bigotry against this particular profession because of class divisions? Shepherds were apparently on a base level in the Egyptian class rankings, only a step above serfs and below small landholders and farmers. Why so? It has been theorised that it might be due to their dress and hygiene. Most Egyptians apparently started their day by washing themselves, and priests, who were held to the highest standards of cleanliness, not only washed themselves 4 times a day, but shaved all their body hair to avoid lice and wore nothing but pure white linen clothing. Linen clothing is very breathable and apparently odour resistant. In contrast, shepherds may have used wool and animal skins to make their clothing, and these were more likely to be greasy and to smell bad, leaving to perception of their hygiene as less than optimal. Of course, there are a multitude of reasons why the Egyptians may have abhorred shepherds, and neither classical nor modern Jewish commentators have settled on a specific cause. However, it is not difficult to believe it was because they were unsophisticated, low-class, dirty, smelly, and nomadic. It sounds suspiciously like the language used to justify appalling historical treatment of Australia's First Peoples and the Roma in Europe, just to name a few. And as much as we feel we may have progressed since the time of colonisation, let alone since Joseph's family of shepherds journeyed to Egypt, the way we respond to rough sleepers is still informed by similar prejudices. We don't like unwashed people who don't live in proper houses, and we definitely don't want to see them living near us. At least in the Torah, the Hebrew shepherds were told to settle in the fertile region of Goshen, a place where they were able to prosper, even if they were disdained by the Egyptians. How can we help people who find themselves sleeping rough in Australia? I don't claim to be any expert on this, but I am sure that turning a blind eye will not help. We can donate our time and our money to organisations which work directly with people on the streets, providing medical care, laundry services, haircuts and meals. We can advocate for and support government policies which increase the supply of affordable housing, provide ongoing care for chronic mental and physical health issues, and help adults who have not had success at school to continue to develop their skills, including functional literacy and numeracy. Maybe just as importantly, we can recognise our prejudices, work to overcome our fear and dislike of people who are not like us, and acknowledge their humanity with a smile and a greeting as we pass each other. We too have been despised. As Rabbi Hillel so famously said, "What is hateful to yourself, do not do to your fellow man." That is the whole Torah. The rest is just commentary. Shabbat Shalom. We turn now to the Aleinu on page 586. And we have not thought to invite someone up to open the curtain for us. In fact, I haven't actually checked that the ark is open. I'll just send my glamorous assistant up. Can we have a volunteer to open the ark for us this evening? Don't all volunteer at once. Yes, come on up, Mike.
You saw nothing.
Put this up. All right. Please rise.
Tell us if it's short.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'atenu l'yoseh b'reshit, she'unot hashamayim v'yoseh la'aretz, u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim mima'al, u'shchinat zot b'gavei l'romim, hu Eloheinu le'enot, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך, מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא
Page 593.
Number 3, yeah. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows, it is radiant with warmth and beauty. But soon it fades or is extinguished. Its substance is consumed and is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full. But as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There is an end to the flames. We are no more and are no more seen. Yet we must not despair, for we are more than a memory, slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move from the eternal cycle of darkness and death, light and life.
Our thoughts turn to, we think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. At this time, we are remembering the yard sites of Isidore Aufrichtig, grandmother-in-law of Judith Arkwright, George Goldschmidt, father of Peter, Joan Courts, aunt of Andrew Carver, Uta Timmerman, aunt of Vibke Timmerman, Sarah Garnelis, mother of Melvin Garnelis, Keith Sivan, son of Lorraine Sivan, Lauda Hoffman, friend of Temple David, and Robert Nolt, grandfather of Amanda Mace. If there are other names you would like to mention at this time, please do so as our eyes meet. We remember at this time also those who have lost their life due to acts of terrorism or war and natural disasters. Zikronam Livracha, may their memories be for blessing. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, Ve'alma Divrach Hirutei v'yamlik Malchutei, V'chayekon uv'yomekon, uv'kayeh dekol Beit Yisrael, Ba'galal v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olmei Olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ah v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitala v'yitalei
al Shmei Likurishah B'reichu. Ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'gata v'nekemata, da'miran be'oma v'imru. Amen.
Yehei Shalama Rabbah min Shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Please feel free to have a seat. Announcements. You'll be pleased to know there's pretty much no announcements, except I believe Mahjong is restarting this coming week. Dancing is not starting up again until February or the end of last Wednesday in January. But if you need a dancing fix, speak to Margaret. She can let you into secret locations where there's still dancing. Does anyone else have anything they would like to announce? How lovely is that? Okay. We will finish off with the song Mipiel on page 632. Once Michael has found the page. Okay. Mipiel, o Mipiel, Yevorach kol Yisrael, Ein adir Adonai, ve'ein Baruch ve'en Amram, ein Gedola kaTorah, ve'ein Dashanecha Yisrael. Mipiel, o Mipiel, Yevorach kol Yisrael, Ein Hador Adonai, ve'ein Vatik ve'en Amram, Ein zakah katorah, ein chamecha Yisrael, mipiel, mipiel, yevorach ko Yisrael. Ein tahor k'Adonai, ve'ein yakid keven amaram, ein kabira k'Torah, ve'ein lamdaneha k'Yisrael. Mipiel, mipiel, yevorach ko Yisrael. Ein podei k'Adonai, ve'ein tzadik keven amaram, ein kadosha k'Torah, ve'ein tomacheha k'Yisrael. Mipiel, mipiel, yevorach ko Yisrael. Mipiel, mipiel, yevorach ko Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Please join us in the foyer.
Now what do we do with the broadcast?
And sound it.